All right. And welcome back. That is a good opening lift for Terry Roberts. 27 kilos in the snatch. My name is Mike Graver. This is Dave Tao to my right. You are watching the 2016 RVA Open Invitational brought to you by barbend.com. If you're on Facebook watching the webcast and you like what you see, feel free to go ahead and like and share. Most importantly, share the content, the site with your friends on your own Facebook. Just click that share button. You're probably following on Barbend's Facebook page, or you're following on the RVA CrossFit webpage, Facebook page, webpage, Barbend webpage. Go ahead and like it, and more importantly, give some shout-outs to your friends. Who are you watching? Who are you cheering for this session? Who do you know? Who do you want to know more about? Ask us some questions. We got access to tons of information via Google and possibly off the top of our head.
Probably more Google, though. This is David Tao checking in. I just had to do a little stuff on the technical side, but they only give me the easy technical work. The stuff that's really hard and challenging, they don't let me touch, which is probably a good thing. But
you also don't let me touch it. Don't feel bad.
You know what's easy to do on the technical side, Mike?
Tell me.
Share this stream.
Oh, darn right it is.
All you gotta do is click share on your mobile device, your desktop. Opening attempt for Judy Wash. Judy is a master's lifter.
It's their opening attempt, 25 kilos, 55 pounds. All right.
That's going to be good for Judy. Good work, Judy.
If I look at my cheat sheet real quick, Judy is lifting unattached. Her coach is Tyler Forrest. We saw him lift earlier today or yesterday.
I love when you see a coach who's also an active lifter and who's not only busy, trying to perform their best, but helping others perform their best. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to see.
So it looks like we're going up to.
Folks, if you can, go ahead and share this stream. The more people who share this stream, the more people who are going to see it, and that's good for weightlifting, not only here in Richmond, Virginia, and in the Mid-Atlantic, but nationally it's great. It's really important that folks see what's going on and get exposed to some high-quality weightlifting, brought to you free, streaming, courtesy of barbend.com. Very cool.
All right, 30 kilos. Let's get a second attempt for Terry Roberts. Terry is representing RVA weightlifting, and she is RVA weightlifting right here out of RVA CrossFit.
We have our first question on the stream. That was quick. It's Andy Gallagher. And Andy is asking, Mike, are you going to attend this year's Strongest Unicorn in Columbus, Ohio?
Well, unfortunately, Andy, I only have so much time to get away from home and go to weightlifting events. So, yeah, unfortunately, I was not planning on it. And I know you guys, you and Drew and Aaron Giannetti always do a great job. And, last year I know you had some really big weightlifters and some great prizes. But unfortunately, just due to logistics and timing and time and money, wasn't on my list of things to get out to this year. However, that being said, maybe I'll think about it, but honestly, it's probably just not in my wheelhouse for this year.
Judy Wash, her second attempt.
Oh yeah, sorry. Here we go. Second.
That's gonna be a good second attempt for Judy. That's a good lift. Good work, Judy. I also want to send a special thank you to Frank Borowski, who has just shared this live feed. Appreciate that, Frank. Frank's been watching with us most of the day, and appreciate him sharing the feed. That's going to actually open up the feed and feed it to more weightlifters and people interested in weightlifting, maybe some soon-to-be weightlifting fans nationwide and worldwide. We've had people from over 12 countries tune in yesterday and today. So really appreciate that. If you have the chance, guys, give the stream a share, and maybe some more people all over the world will see great weightlifting here from Richmond, Virginia, the RVA.
RVA Open Invitational 2016. third attempt now, Terry Roberts. And looking at Terry Roberts, yes, she is a master's lifter representing RVA weightlifting right here at CrossFit RVA. All right, say that.
Oh, it's going to be a no lift.
Out in front, not today. All right, we're going up to 34 kilos. And we're sweeping the bar and we're tightening it. We're sweeping the platform. We're not sweeping the bar, Dave. Sorry about that. We are sweeping the platform. Bar is being tightened
both
up.
are important.
Oh,
both
yeah.
are important.
Yeah. Opening 10 now for Sarah McGeorge. Sarah McGeorge is representing Newfound Weightlifting. Coach is Chris Carey. All right, bar set. Clock's running. Here we go. Sarah McGeorge.
It's going to be a good lift for Sarah, I think.
It is.
That's a good lift for Sarah McGeorge. And the bar goes up to 35 for Judy Watts.
All right, we're going to 35 kilos. 77 pounds. All right, as a reminder, maybe not a reminder, but a request, folks watching at home, who are you cheering for? Who are you watching? You got any questions or comments? Let us know. As you may have heard, Barbend's will be providing all the lifters their attempts from different angles in a few days after the competition for their own training purposes and for their own sharing purposes with their friends and family and whoever. 35 kilos now on the bar for Judy Walsh, her third attempt. And let's open up to some questions. If you have any questions about the action this weekend, our experiences in Richmond, Virginia. Dave went out to a great restaurant Friday night, I believe, for dinner. Maybe he wants to talk about that.
We got it.
That's a good lift for Judy, real quick. Good lift for Judy, 3 for 3.
A few of us got down here Thursday night. We ate at the Hill Cafe in Richmond, and then Friday night we ate at, I'm forgetting what it was called, completely what it was called, but great food so far here.
Friday night was that like the rooster, like the hen, or
I forget what it's called, but great food so far here in Richmond. I gotta say, it's a good food town. A nice kind of upper southern flair here in Richmond. I like it quite a bit.
The Black Sheep.
The Black Sheep. Thank you. Good memory. Good memory. Yeah, I'm enjoying Richmond.
My text messages from you.
Sarah McGeorge going for her next attempt here.
That's a good lift.
Sarah McGeorge. Lovers move the bar to 37 kilograms. Jennifer Thomason will be the lifter.
All right, so shout out to Sabrina Lee. She's she's following her sister Melanie Hall. Sabrina is from Virginia originally, but now she lives out in Colorado.
Oh, we have a few viewers from Colorado the past few days.
Frank Volrith, he is cheering for Tori Brady in the Mash Mafia team. So I'm guessing Frank may be watching from North Carolina, where they are from, the Winston-Salem area. And if I'm wrong, Frank, let us know where you're watching from, if you're in the Winston-Salem area or somewhere else. And there's a big Mash Mafia presence.
So
if Travis Mash is following at home, please, Travis, let us know. Send me a text or Facebook message or something.
That's a good first lift for Jennifer Thomason. Jennifer Thomason was actually commenting on the live stream a little earlier.
Oh, right. Thank you, Jennifer.
So she is a fan of Barbin, fan of the live stream, was very active. So we're really excited to see her lift.
And if Travis Mash is not following, Frank, let Travis know there's a webcast. It's compliments of Barbend.
Awesome to see. We had a few folks who have been commenting on the streams, cheering on their fellow lifters, sharing the streams, and then when they lift themselves, guess what? They got more people to cheer them on.
Boom.
And watch them. That's great.
That's how you do it.
Just like Jennifer. Everyone be like Jennifer.
I like Jennifer. She's
great.
She's a great lady.
Cool to see her lift. Really excited about that.
This is going to be the third time now. Sarah McGeorge, 38 kilos. Sarah's from Newfound Weightlifting, probably in the area. Well, thank you, Jackie Bigger, national qualifier Jackie Bigger, for following along. And yes, Travis is a busy man. Frank, yes, is in Winston-Salem.
Jackie, you are back to lifting after a little injury a couple weeks ago. How you feeling? Let us know in the comments. We're big fans of yours.
Jackie, get well soon, Jackie.
I think she is feeling better. I want to hear.
Well, great job, Jackie.
How she's how she's recovering, how she's feeling. We've seen some big numbers from Jackie Bigger.
Looking at some of the people who have liked this post. Yvonne Helpin, thank you for following along. Kenny Klein, also in the Virginia area right now. Thanks for following along, Kenny, at home. At work, Kenny. All right, so we're going to 40 kilos now. Big green plates. Second attempt for Jennifer Thomason.
Jennifer Thomason, who I'm gonna call her a friend of the show.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. We're cheering for Jennifer.
At least I would hope so. I hope she's a friend of the show. She's from LHO, Lift Heavy Off in Barbell.
Oh, that's what it stands for. Okay, there you go. Well, she's got that in the bag.
That's a good lift for Jennifer. Good lift. So last session we had international weightlifter Bodhi Santavi giving us some commentary. This session we have Jackie Bigger, national level lifter Jackie Bigger, giving us some commentary. But what looks very interesting to me, Dan Jefferson, Scottish strength and conditioning coach, is tuning in. He's getting some evening weightlifting entertainment tonight. Dan, we're here. We're glad you're having a good time.
That's fantastic. So Jackie right now says she's feeling pretty good. He's back into some Olympic lifts this week after a slight injury. Ready to try and train full force again tomorrow. And Frank Volrath confirms that Jackie's enjoying some ice cream to help her recovery. That makes sense.
That's what I would do. I don't know if it's good for her, but that's what I would do.
I use ice cream to help my mental recovery too.
Yes.
From a long day of endurance announcing, this is an endurance sport announcing.
This is not a sprint. This is like running the marathon.
Well, it's like a long sprint. It's like you sprint, you don't get to stop for a while.
Here we got the opening attempt now. Can't read the name. She's right in front of her own name. This is the
Deborah Pollard. It's Deborah Pollard. Yep,
okay.
we see it on the graphic right
See,
there.
the bigger ladies are taller, so I can't. They're in front of the screen. I can't see.
We're going to see a lot of tall lifters in this session.
Yes.
The next session.
Deborah Pollard from RVA Weightlifting, right here in Richmond, Virginia, right here in this building.
That's a good lift, Deborah.
We're at 92 pounds, 92 and change. All right, here goes Jennifer Thomason, third attempt, 41 kilos.
That's a good lift. She'll go 3 for 3 on the snatch.
End of the day, yep.
Congrats to Jennifer.
Good day, having a good day so far.
Jackie Baker, who's watching live and active on the commentary, what's the next big competition you're prepping for? Where are lifters going to be? Where are fans of weightlifting going to be able to see you lift next?
How many people? We got about 50 people watching at this point in time. We got a good amount of people. All right, so let's go. Who's up next? This is Melanie Hall. Melanie Hall, opening attempt, 43 kilos.
That's a good lift.
Good lift.
A tall lifter there, but able to navigate that weight with those long limbs.
Yeah, it was very good.
Not really a problem Mike and I have.
No, I don't have that problem. Definitely not me. Maybe you a little bit, but not me.
A little on the legs, maybe.
All right, so here comes Eleanor Shaw, her opening attempt. Same weights, Eleanor Shaw. Energy Barbell Club. On paper, it says her best snatch, 40 kilos. So this is 43 kilos. Probably close to a PR for her. Very nice attempt, good lift.
Yeah, 3 white lights.
It's a very stylish pink and black color scheme going on also.
Yeah, we've seen that a few times.
Yeah, I like it.
With those RVA singlets and black singlets.
Stop. Bar goes to 45. Next lifter will be Jill Nelson.
So for the folks at home, remember to share the session 8. This is session 8. Remember to share the link on your Facebook. Give us a like, give us a retweet, whatever you can do to share this share our stream with the world. The more the merrier. If you have any questions for us, Dave or myself, feel free to ask them. Any weightlifting questions, CrossFit questions, strength, strongman questions. And for the folks who read bar bends, tons of interesting commentary from writers such as myself and Dave. Strongman, powerlifting, weightlifting.
Well, we just heard from Jackie Bigger. She's prepping full force for the American Open. She'll probably do a couple of meets before then, probably Unicorn in Ohio, may compete at the MASH Elite Picnic that they're hosting September 17th and 18th. Great to hear, Jackie.
Picnic sounds delightful. If I didn't have to compete, I would gladly come to a picnic, maybe bring a jello mold of some sort.
I would prefer... Yeah, you don't have to ask me twice to go to a picnic. We haven't officially gotten the invite from the MASH team there. I don't know. I don't know if
Don
they'd want
McCall
us.
was walking around. He might have an invite for us.
He just had to slip us a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Palm us an invite.
Give us the code to get past the door.
The password.
Password?
Password is password.
Password's Don. Eleanor Shaw, second attempt, 45 kilos.
Frank Borowski is asking if the Ohio State Championships in August is too small a meet for us to cover the live feed. We're just starting our live streaming program at Barbend, and what I'll say is it's not necessarily the size of the meet. We just want to make sure that we can put on a really great stream. That's what's important for us. A few factors go into it, obviously. Resources, timing. In August, we're already doing Danny Camargo's Prelium meet at the end of August. Have the CrossFit Games this coming week. We're not live streaming the CrossFit Games, but we are going to be out there, a few of us.
Doing coverage and reporting and news, any news that breaks.
That's correct.
Barbend will have it.
For us, we want to make sure whatever we do is of good quality. So, in August, we're probably going to just do Danny's meet. It could change. That could always change. Oh, it's a no lift.
No lift for Melanie. It's out in front, 46 kilos.
She's strong enough to hit that. She definitely is.
Oh yeah, she'll come back and make it on her third attempt.
So Frank Borowski, just to answer your question, that's what we're. That's kind of the deal right now, and we're going to be. You're going to see more of us. You're going to see more of us. I can tell you that.
All right, here comes Deborah Pollard, her second attempt, 46 kilos.
Oh, that's a solid lift.
Little jump forward, but yeah, good lift. It's a very strong lady.
That's a good lift for Deborah Pollard at 46 kilograms.
Deborah, I don't know if I said his force from RVA,
Loaders, tighten that bar
from
up.
RVA Weightlifting Club, right here in this building. Dave, you are a very popular guy, and literally the session's been going on for about 10 minutes. You've been invited to 3 events, more or less.
It is moving quick,
Well, I
and
got
normally
invited-
I'm not this popular. It must be because I'm sitting next to Mike
Or I
Graber.
got invited to 1, you got invited to 2, something like that.
Well, Frank is
2 invites to Ohio and 1 to North Carolina.
Frank Volrath is saying, "Come on down to the MASH picnic. We'll see what we can we'll see what we can do about that." I'm not sure if I have any obligations that weekend or not, but thank you for the invite, Frank. For both Franks.
All right,
That's
good
a much
comeback.
better lift. Oh,
Way to-
thrilled
way
to see
to
that
it.
smile.
Way to adjust and succeed.
Loaders, move that bar at 47. Next lift
Dave, I'm pretty
will
sure for this
be
picnic you would need to
47.
bring some type of dish to pass around, such as a Jello mold.
I make a mean broccoli coleslaw. And
Oh, that sounds delicious.
Don't knock it before you try
No,
it.
I want to try it. When I come to that housewarming party in a few months, I hope you
If
make
you
it.
are taking pictures, just a reminder, you can tag us on Facebook with the hashtag RVA Open 2016.
Ooh. All right, here comes Eleanor Shaw for her third attempt, 47 kilos
Eleanor Shaw,
on the bar. Maybe a change. Oh, here comes Eleanor. She's ready. She's dialed in, 47 kilos.
Folks, just a reminder, if you like what you're seeing, give it a share. That's going to allow more people to watch this feed. More importantly, it's going to expose weightlifting, expose more people to weightlifting, and that's what we're all about. We're all about growing the sport at home and abroad. That's gonna be a no lift for
No,
Ellen.
Ellen right in front. You'll see her back in the clean jerk. Also, if you like what you're seeing or you're cheering for anyone in particular, let us know. Write a comment. All the lifters are going to receive their lifts in about a week or so from Barbend, free of charge. Different angles of their lifts. They can use it for training purposes. They can use it for sharing with their friends and family on Facebook or wherever. And all the comments are going to see it. That's going to be great for their psyche, definitely going forwards. Watch seeing go so-and-so, yay so-and-so.
Well, it's a good coaching tool, and even more importantly, it's a good record. It's a good record of these people performing. They're not when you're prepping for a meet. The first priority and the first thing you're worrying about is not how to record your lifts; it's how to make your lifts. So what we're excited to do is hopefully provide lifters an easy, quality way to see themselves perform, and we think as athletes they deserve that. Monica Wilson, first attempt. Easy first attempt for Monica. She moved that way quick.
All right, she's on the board, looking good.
At 48 kilograms. Loaders, tighten that bar up. We'll have Jill Nelson at 48.
Frank Volrath is saying there's a chance we'll see Dawn compete at the MASH picnic. I don't know about that. Dawn McCauley coming out of weightlifting retirement to compete. Jill Nelson, first attempt, 48 kilos. That's a good lift for Jill. She's getting a lot of support here from the hometown crowd.
Excellent, looking good so far.
Andrew Daly says Jill. He's cheering Jill Nelson on. Sorry for the word slip up there, folks. Oh no, unfortunately she was turned down 2-1. That lift was turned down by the judges, so she'll have to come out and hit that on her second attempt.
We're going to repeat that. Loaders, tighten that bar up. Jill will get a 2-minute spot.
We're confident she can make it on her second attempt.
Yes, we are.
Just a reminder, this is David Tao.
I am still Mike Raver.
And we're coming to you live from the RVA Open here in Richmond, Virginia at RVA CrossFit. We've had 2 days, 2 full days of lifting. Last night we saw the top male and female lifters lift in the RVA Invitational, and they took home some big money in cash prizes.
Yeah, James Tatum was our men's champion in the 85 kilo weight class. We saw him snatch 150 kilos, clean jerk 175. 180. He made 80,
kilos,
that's right. He missed his last snatch, not his last clean jerk. 50-80. On the women's side, we saw Stephanie Lemon of New Mexico came in, and she was the dominant force last night and for the women's session.
Yep.
But lots of great lifting so far this weekend, yesterday, this morning.
We saw a healthy Cord Wilkes who cleaned.
Oh, it was great. Cleaned
193. Yeah, couldn't quite make the jerk.
We had a good sit down. Dave had a good sit down with his brother, the Dragon Wilkes. I had a good sit down with his father, the Coach Wilkes, over some adult beverages.
We had Don McCauley.
We did not videotape that.
Okay, Jill Nelson going for her second attempt here. That'll be a no lift for Jill.
That's right. We did have Don McCauley make an appearance yesterday on the show. Session 3, I believe, if you're keeping track.
And all of these streams are archived for free on YouTube and Facebook. You're watching on Facebook or YouTube right now. More people watching on Facebook, but archived for free, brought to you for free by barbend.com.
Session 4 has an appearance by James Tatum.
It sure does.
Session 5 has an appearance by the Dragon Kane Wilkes.
And Jill Nelson is on deck to come out and finally hit that 48 kilos on her third attempt. It looked like she had made her first lift, but it was turned down by 2 of the judges, Mike.
Yeah. They obviously saw something. It's hard from this angle because we are basically at a 90-degree angle to the platform.
Yeah, so he's just
judges have much better angle than we do to really make a determination call like that. However, 48 kilos still on the bar. Jill Nelson is our lifter for her third attempt. I'm sure this has been a great crowd all weekend. I'm sure this crowd's going to get behind her.
And they have a lot of love for Jill. A lot of Jill Nelson fans in the crowd right now.
Exactly. This is really just a great environment for a weightlifter of any age, or any ability level. If you're an international level lifter like a James Tatum, or a national level lifter like a Frankie Murray or whoever, or you're just maybe a beginning lifter like a lot of these ladies, a lot of these folks today lifting, it's a great environment to really compete in.
And the great thing about live streaming on a platform like Facebook is that we're able to take comments from people watching live, like one Travis Mash who just commented and said, "Is this where I'm supposed to comment, Frank, LOL?" I think it's because Frank Volrath has told Travis to get on Facebook, watch this live stream, watch some live weightlifting. Hey, Travis, we're thrilled to have you commenting and watching. Thank you.
Coach, thanks for coming out.
That's a good lift for Jill. Christy Daly says, "Go Jill." Jackie Baker says, "Yes, Trav." I think she's cheering for Travis.
Let's move the bar at 49. Deborah Pollard, we are lifter at 49.
And you know what? Jill Nelson's coach said, "Why couldn't you do that the first time? It's so easy."
So happy to see her make that lift on her third attempt. Folks, we're loving these comments. If you have questions for us, if you're cheering on a particular lifter, if you're watching from a particular location, we've had folks from over a dozen countries watch this weekend. We've had thousands of viewers. Let us know in the comments. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. If you have questions for Mike.
Are you at home? Are you at a friend's house? Are you at the gym?
Less interestingly if you have questions for me, but more if you have questions for Mike.
Dave Tao has been around CrossFit. He's been around weightlifting for years. He's been around a lot of grid league competitors. Been around a lot of CrossFit regional and games competitors.
Deborah Pollard's third attempt here, 48 kilos, 49 kilos. Just misses it.
A little out in front. Not today, but I'm sure she'll come back in the near future and make that.
Carden Lamper is watching from Lampfur, maybe. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your last name, Carden. Is watching from O'Hare Airport.
All right.
Wow, great. And cheering for Tori Brady.
So after today, I am going back home to New Jersey, and I'm going to hibernate for a while. I've been on the road for several weekends.
You have.
Whereas Dave Tao, in about 2 days, you are getting on an airplane.
Less than 2 days, like 36 hours.
36 hours. You are going directly to beautiful California. You will be at the CrossFit Games.
All week.
You're going to be taking it in the action. You may be giving out some feedback to people who need some help with whatever.
If they'll let me in the coaches area, which What?
I have no pull there. I don't know anyone over there. That's like the one place in the world I don't know anybody.
Let's put it this way. I've been a coach at CrossFit Regionals for a day.
Yes.
And I've been a coach. I was a practice warm-up coach in the National Pro Grid League for about 6 minutes. So that's the extent of my coaching career in these sports.
I once warmed up Mohammed Bagaliyev at dinner.
That's a greater qualification than I'll ever have.
So if any folks have any comments on CrossFit Games coming up, maybe Dave has some favorites or people he'll be watching.
I do. I have some favorites, and I have some favorites I can't.
Maybe Dave can tell us who he's putting his money on.
Right. If I were a betting man.
If you were a betting man.
I'm putting my money on Megan Parker to make this 50-kilo opening
Open up,
snatch.
strong opener. All right.
Well, that's not a good lift, but she looked plenty strong and had great speed on it.
So it says here Megan has made 98 kilos in the snatch and has clean and jerked 158 kilos.
I think that's
a
a
total of
typo.
113. I think that's a typo.
That might be a little bit of a typo.
Yes.
So we're getting some more comments. Travis Mash says, go Tori Brady. A lot of Tori Brady fans on this stream. Thanks for tuning in and cheering on Travis. And Jonathan Noyes says, you guys should get set up on Twitch. I'm sure lifting would get a lot of exposure on that. Watching from British Columbia, Canada. Thanks for tuning in, Jonathan.
Are you familiar with Twitch?
We are exploring a lot of different streaming platforms. Right now we are streaming live simultaneously, so I guess it's simulcast is the word,
Yes.
on Facebook and YouTube. So we have redundant streams, backup streams, so it can come to you clear and in great quality. We're all about providing quality coverage of weightlifting here at Barbend, and we're trying to do just that this weekend. So if you've been tuning in, some people have been with us since yesterday morning. Thank you very much, and we're excited to be bringing more live streams and more live coverage of events in the future.
Yeah, and I've been happy to have Dave Tao with me since yesterday morning. Thanks for not going anywhere.
Well, since Friday night even.
Oh, it's Friday nights. All right, are you familiar with this Twitch?
So
TV? I am not.
Twitch is actually owned by Amazon. It's a live streaming platform that was originally set up for video games, so you could watch people play video games live.
I knew you would know this.
If it's digital media, if I don't know it, then some of the other founders at Barbend might.
You can put a call.
We're all here.
We're all here.
I try and keep up with the news and what the kids are doing these days.
What are those kids doing?
They're doing the Twitch TV.
And they're listening to that rock music.
Megan Parker, second attempt snatch. Here she goes.
Jackie, you can have whatever you want. Any t-shirts you want. Just come to my house and raid my closet. Jackie Bigger likes my shirt.
Now that's a better lift. Go, Megan. Folks, we want your questions. If you have questions for Mike or myself, questions about life, lifting, the pursuit of happiness, let us know.
Dave Tao is a New York City resident. He lives in the Big Apple. His favorite fruit is pineapple.
My favorite fruit is pineapple. You have a good memory,
Thank
Mike.
you. Now, folks, Dave shared with you his favorite fruits. If you want to share anything that personal with Dave, such as your favorite fruits and vegetables, let us know.
Folks, just a reminder, this stream brought to you courtesy of Barbend.com. Barbend is a website and media company based out of Brooklyn, New York, started in late March of this year, so still pretty brand new. We have a great website, Barbend.com. Check out the articles, check out analysis, news, entertainment, and all things strength sport, not just Olympic lifting, but powerlifting, strongman, fitness. Mike has been a contributor since early on in the website's creation and has written a ton of awesome articles on Olympic lifting.
Olympic weightlifting, policies, procedures. Speaking of policies, here comes Monica Wilson on her second attempt, 52 kilos. My policy is I hope she makes it.
Oh, behind, but plenty of power on that.
Fortunately, no lift. I'm sure she's going to come back and make it on her third attempt.
Folks, if you are interested in Olympic lifting, especially the politics behind and governing bodies behind it, and events behind it, go to Barbend.com, search for Mike Graber, and you're going to see a bunch of Mike's articles come up. He's been to the Asian Championships, he's been to the Youth Nationals, he's been to a lot of events this year.
And then in the past couple of years, World Championships, for most of the U.S. national events.
Travis is asking, how far out is Tori? That's a great question, Travis. I feel like we're going to not see Tori for another little bit here because this is a big session. We have over 15 lifters in this set.
And I believe she is at the top. I think she's opening roughly 80 kilos. which is definitely at the end of the session. So
So-
Dave's going to bring up the on Dave's going to try and find out some information for us.
Looks like
Dave's-
the live score sheet is temporarily down, but what we're going to do is we're going to try and get an updated version of that. But in the meantime, yeah, Tori's going to be up later in the session. We're probably about halfway through the lifters in this session.
Yeah. But, 15 women or so, you could have another 20 before she's up in that ballpark.
Megan Parker is on the clock for our third attempt.
So if Tori Brady is on Team Match Mafia, and we saw Don McCauley earlier, it's a good assumption that Don McCauley is warming up Tori Brady in the back room.
I hope he's warming up his color commentary at the same time, because Mike Graber might have to.
At some point, Mike Graber will probably leave. Megan Parker, stay tight, stay tight.
Let's see if they give her that. Maybe a little press out there, not sure.
Yeah, it's a press.
Unfortunately, 3 red lights for Megan Parker. Good effort, though.
All right, Monica Wilson is on the clock with a 53-kilogram attempt.
All right, so we asked Dave about the CrossFit Games. Dave, who are you looking forward to seeing? I think that's a good question, if you don't mind sharing your thoughts on that.
That is, thank you. I am looking forward to seeing a lot of athletes at the CrossFit Games. I'm looking forward to seeing Maddie Sturt, who's the youngest competitor this year at the CrossFit Games. She's out of Australia. Zeke Grove, also a CrossFit Games rookie out of Australia. They're coached by my good friend Darren Coughlin,
All right.
who owns CrossFit Newcastle in Australia. And he'll be at the event. I'll look forward to seeing him coach those athletes. Darren actually has coached another athlete at the CrossFit Games a few years ago, Pip Malone,
All right.
who is currently a full-time weightlifter
Wonderful.
and won last year the Oceania Championships,
Congratulations.
which is very cool. So she's an international level lifter. I'm looking forward to seeing Matt Fraser, who's been a friend of mine for a few years,
Yeah, me too.
a couple years. Looking forward to seeing the athletes of CrossFit Dynamics out of Queens, the number 1 ranked team going to the CrossFit Games.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of my friends and a few barbend contributors.
The coach of that team is,
Justin Collar.
all right, Ian.
Ian Berger is
Ian
a
Berger.
barbend contributor.
Yeah.
The team also features Amy Dracup, Andrea Ager,
Andrea Ager.
Christian Harris, Dave Charbonneau. Good team,
Yes.
and a lot of friends of barbend. Colin Worms has agreed. Barbend has been killing it with the live stream. Let's go, Tori. Thanks, Colin. Colin, it was awesome seeing you lift last night. Great job. We look forward to seeing you at a lot more national and local level events coming up in the near future. Maybe some international events in the near future. Great job, Colin.
Sarah Carter, I believe, commented a few minutes ago. She did a great job in the Women's Invitational last night as well, lifting as a light 53-kilo athlete, normally a 48. Very fast. Very impressive to see her lift in person. So Monica just made a good attempt on her third attempt. Had a good lift at 54 kilos. We are now going up to 55 kilos. Taylor McGee will be the lifter. Taylor McGee is lifting unattached. Her coach is Jamal Anderson. We saw Jamal
He lifted yesterday, yeah.
Yeah, 77 kilo weight class, I believe.
I believe so. Jamal was a very quick lifter, very good
Yeah, he was.
technique.
He was one of the. He lifted one. He was at the end. He was one of the top lifters in that session.
He was. So the MASH crew is in full force on the comments, and they are asking to give the ladies a shout out. A lot of great women training with the MASH Mafia in North Carolina, including Tori, who we're going to see a little later in this broadcast. Jackie Bigger, who's commenting on the live stream. But right now we're watching Taylor McGee's opening snatch attempt at 55 kilograms. That's going to be a good
Good
lift.
opener, Taylor.
Good lift for Taylor. Taylor's just blowing up the comments. Everyone's cheering for Taylor. Christine, Allison, Chris, they love Taylor. Just a reminder to folks, in the next few weeks, it's going to take a few weeks to cut all this together, but Barbend is going to send every lifter who competed today all of their lifts from multiple angles in high quality. They can use them for coaching tools, just as a record of their participation. maybe to get some PRs on camera, and they're going to be sending them. Barbend is going to be sending these to all the lifters absolutely free of charge.
All the lifters this weekend. I was told by the head honchos at Barbend I was getting copies of my commentary for future performances.
Did I tell you that?
Someone did.
It's all archived online. Every word you've said this weekend is archived online.
Oh, it's all on the record. It's all on the record. They can find me.
When Mike says the head honchos, normally he's oftentimes
Dave Tao.
he's referring to me because I edit his articles.
He edits my work.
For better or for
when
worse.
He tells me something is horrible, I need to edit it. I do.
Or Mike will sometimes be like, yeah, you can say it better. You fix it.
Yeah, whatever you think is best. No problem. Whatever you think is best.
Folks, seriously, Mike is a fantastic ambassador for weightlifting and also quite a thinking man. If you are interested in learning in depth a little bit more about weightlifting and the world surrounding it, read some of his articles on Barbend.
If you enjoy seeing Excel spreadsheets copied and pasted into Word documents that go onto a website,
They're cleaned up a little more than that.
A little bit more.
You make them look good, Mike.
Data analysis.
A lot of data analysis coming from Mike Graber. A lot of data analysis. He'll crunch the numbers like you wouldn't
Data
believe.
modeling. If you like data modeling, check out some Barbend articles by me.
And if you like just regular modeling, maybe look somewhere else.
If you like regular modeling, you got some good photos. There are some good photos.
Yeah.
There's some great photographers on
Yeah.
Barbend.
Yeah, a lot of great photographers contributing to Barbend for weightlifting, powerlifting, strongman.
A lot of good strongman photos.
Fitness. We have some photographers who are actually will be shooting at the CrossFit Games, not necessarily for Barbend, but for some big brands and for CrossFit HQ. A lot of folks who work on a lot of the biggest events in strength sports, working with Barbend. Alex Richardson is asking, how did you guys get interested in weightlifting? That's one of the best questions we've had all weekend. Mike?
So I wrestled in high school, and I was okay at best. And then I wrestled in college, and I was really bad for a college wrestler. But I like to lift weights. I like the training aspects. And I just kind of fell into Olympic weightlifting. I saw it was an Empire State Game sport, and I went, and I had a good time, but I joined some clubs, and gave me something to do in my free time.
Well,
Social aspect, made some friends.
That's Mike Graber's life story.
Yeah.
And now we have Taylor McGee, who hit 55 for her opening snatch.
58 on
Going
the
after
bar.
58. She's going to make that.
Looking good.
Oh, guess who's back on the live stream?
So
Our favorite Canadian junior, one of our favorite Canadian junior lifters.
My favorite Canadian junior. Second best lifter from the country of Canada, Bodhi Santavi. His French is as good as mine and Dave's. The answer to your question, Bodhi, is Mohamed Bagaliev, Olympian, 2016 Olympian from the great country of Uzbekistan. He's been prominently featured once or twice in Barbend articles. And
a few more coming out soon,
hopefully
There's more.
More. Let me tell you something. If there's one Uzbek weightlifter the world can't get enough of, it's Ruslan Nurdinov. But if there's a second, it's Mohamed Bagaliev.
I cannot disagree with you. I cannot disagree with you. And by the world, I mean Mike Graber.
Yeah, the world revolves around me. Bodhi Santavi is a big fan of American female weightlifters. He hasn't told me this.
Bodhi, I'm curious who you can just say in the comments. I'm curious who is your favorite American weightlifter?
He knows all of the American weightlifters, but yeah, who is your favorite American weightlifter, Bodhi?
I'm very curious.
Not of all time, right now. Not so you can't use me.
Active American.
You can't use me. Please do not use me.
Well, I mean, you can always come out of retirement.
No, I will not.
2011 national champion, Mike Graber.
That's enough for me. I'm happy with that.
We had a great question earlier. Alex Richardson, how'd you guys get interested in weightlifting? Mike had a good answer. Mine's less good. Oh, Mark Henry. Bodhi says his favorite American lifter is Mark Henry.
Well, he's probably had the most success of any American after his weightlifting career ended.
That's a great answer.
Who today, though? You were at the Pan Ams. Who did you see at the Pan Ams that really impressed you?
Yeah, like active lifters.
You've been at the national. You've been at the Worlds, Senior Worlds, Junior Worlds, males or females. You've probably been at Masters events for some reason or another.
And you can't say Don McCauley.
Please do not say Don McCauley.
That's the only thing. You can't say Don McCauley.
I mean, we like Don McCauley. He's a friend of the show.
But he's just ineligible for this distinction.
Stop the clock.
So going back to the question earlier, how'd you get interested in weightlifting? I was introduced to weightlifting by Dennis Reno. When I was a student in college, I was living in Boston, in and around Boston, and I was a collegiate rugby player. Had a pretty bad knee injury.
How's your knee now?
You know, it's there.
Okay.
It exists.
All right,
And when I was rehabbing, after surgery, after I had it reconstructed, my doctor said, find some Olympic weightlifters, learn how to squat. It'll be good for your knee. So I was lucky to get some good advice from my my orthopedist.
Was your orthopedist an Olympic weightlifter?
No.
Okay.
Strangely enough. And I looked up, I emailed Coach Mike Bergner.
All right.
And asked him if he knew, because I just seen his videos online. I asked him if he knew any lifters in Boston, and he directed me to Dennis Reno.
Fantastic.
So that's how I got interested in weightlifting.
Two legends. Two legends.
All right, Taylor's last attempt, 62 kilos.
All right, no lift for Taylor. Cut her pull a little bit short, out in front. Credited with 58 kilos on her second attempt.
Move the bar to 67 for Pamela Pantini.
All right, big 5 kilo jump for our next lifter, Pamela Pantini. A lot of folks watching right now, a lot of folks tuning in. We've had literally tens of thousands at this point of people watch our stream over the course of the past 2 days.
Some big name people in the world of weightlifting. American, Canadian, international.
And we've reached a lot of people online with these streams. It's fantastic to see. We're excited because weightlifting only grows if people watch, if people get interested, if people participate. And hopefully watching more weightlifting is going to help that. So if you're watching right now and you want to help American weightlifting or weightlifting abroad even, go ahead and share the stream. More people are going to see it. More people are going to get interested in the sport. You might convert a new weightlifter today. You don't know.
You never know. However, if you are having a good time enjoying our feedback, our commentary, go ahead and like it. Go ahead and share the video, the sharing. Yeah, that would be fantastic. Right now, what's going to be fantastic, Pamela Pantini is up for her opening attempt, 67 kilos. Pam is lifting unattached. Her coach is Sam Ernst, who we just saw lift in the last session, I believe.
Plenty fast, a little out in front. No lift for Pam. And folks, if you want more of Barbend, follow @Barbend on Instagram. If you want more of Mike Graber on Instagram, follow
ML Graber 56K. Bodhi Sansavi, I know you have received a Barbend invitation on Facebook, so you should go ahead and like it if you haven't done that already. And if there are Bodhi Sansavi shirts out there, I did not know of that, so you're more than welcome to mail me one.
Mail him too. I'm
mail
a medium.
Dave one too. He's a medium.
I'm a medium.
You're a big guy. You're only a medium?
I am a former
guy.
94 kilo
Are you sure
lifter.
you're not a large?
I'm like 85 kilos right now.
But you're tall and muscular.
I'm not that tall. I'm not that much.
You're pretty tall.
Mike, thank you.
You're pretty tall.
Mike is just making my day,
For
folks.
those at home, Dave
The hair is misleading.
works out a lot.
The hair, I wish. The hair is misleading. With my hair, I'm about 6'5".
Well,
without, I'm about 5'11".
You're right. That is not tall at all. Bodhi Santavi is a big fan of Nadezhda Evstrakhina. He's been told me that in the past.
Well, that's fantastic.
Yeah,
Now,
Russian three-time world champion Nadezhda Evstrakhina. Bodhi Santavi is a big fan of hers.
she's a good lifter. We won't see her in Rio. She is suspended.
She's not allowed to compete in Rio. She may be there on vacation.
She is specifically suspended.
Now, what if Ilya goes on vacation to Rio? Ilian.
That's a lot of strong people.
Do you think what would happen? Do you think they're not going to let him into Rio? He was on vacation?
I don't know. I honestly don't know what the deal is for Kazakhs visiting Brazil. I don't know if they need a visa. I don't know.
I assume Ilya could get a visa.
I've never been a Kazakhstan citizen, a citizen of Kazakhstan, visiting Brazil.
All right, well, here comes Pamela Pantini, second attempt, 67 kilos. Oh, much better, much
That's
better
a good lift
attempt.
for Pamela.
That's a good lift.
Good work, Pamela.
Now, speaking of the Rio Olympics, so America qualified 1 man, 3 women. This week, USA Weightlifting announced that they are sending 2 more women as training partners.
Great point.
Training partners.
That's an announcement a lot of people missed, I think.
So there'll be 5 American women in the training hall for weightlifting. 1 man, because he can train by himself. This is his 3rd time. He's a seasoned veteran, obviously.
Kendrick knows what's going on. He knows what to expect.
He knows what he's doing. But Maddie Rogers, coached by Dana Camargo, who Barbend will be doing a broadcast of his event in August. Maddie Rogers will be at the Olympics training, working out with Jenny Arthur, Sarah Robles, Morgan King, as well as Marissa Klingshaus.
Yeah.
From the Wesley weightlifting team.
Another promising young lifter who's putting up really big numbers. 2
promising young lifters. So going to get some experience. Going to go help the 2016 Olympic team out a little bit. And have a good time.
I'm looking forward to, I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to push the women we have competing. I think it's going to provide some great experience for the young lifters we're sending to train with them. It should be good. I'm excited to see Kendrick Ferris compete in his third Olympics after a fantastic Olympic trials performance. And he also won the Pan Am Championships. That's no small feat.
No. I mean, obviously the Pan Ams, there were many teams vying for points to get 1 man to the Olympics. I know Cuba, Canada, Ecuador, a majority of the Western Hemisphere's men's team was trying to get points towards the Olympics, other than Brazil and Colombia.
Bodie was there.
Bodie scored big points for Canada.
Bodie was there.
Let me tell you something. It did not look good for Canada until the 85 showed up. Bodie Santavi, his fellow countryman Pascal Pomadon, they showed up and said, "Look, Canada's here now, boys." And they took care.
Don't worry,
Don't worry, eh? We'll do all the heavy lifting. Don't worry. Don't worry, Western Hemisphere.
Don't worry. Nice to meet you. Hey, and sorry, eh?
Sorry, eh? We're here for your
sorry
points.
for taking the points, eh? You all did some good lifting, though. Bodie, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We're going on a Tim Hortons run if you need anything.
I have to say my grandmother grew up in Canada, in Boyle, Canada, north of Edmonton, and she did not at all sound like that. I don't know where I get the stereotypical Canadian accent in my head from, but it's not from my Canadian grandmother, and I should probably apologize to her. She might be watching the stream. I'm not sure.
My mother definitely is not, but she wants to know when the Rob Gronkowski article is coming out.
I want to know when the
Rob Gronkowski wants to know when I'm running this article.
I'm with your mom on that. You need to let me know. I'm ready to edit that.
Why don't you go and tell the folks at home what Jackie Bigler just shared with Barbend?
I don't have to, but I will. I need to watch it first.
All right. Make sure it's appropriate for viewers at home. I lived through this. So I know what it is video of.
So this is a video of Mike Graber back in his lifting days in 2009.
It's a Romanez production.
Missing a snatch and having the barbell end up in a squat rack. But right now
don't tell Bill Click at Farley Dickinson University. Do not tell him.
Right now we're going to watch Pamela Pantini.
3rd attempt, 70 kilos. Just go out here and crush it, I'm sure.
Come on, Pam. Oh, right behind. She's plenty strong, missed it behind, but just couldn't quite control it all the way.
We're going to see bigger lifts from Pamela in the near future, I'm sure.
So Frank Borowski just pointed something out. He says, in addition to the excellent feed and commentary, thank you, Frank, it seems this meet is proceeding flawlessly, and I would agree.
I would agree also. Things are moving slow. I mean, not slow. Things are moving smoothly. I mean, we're a little bit behind, but that's mainly because of the volume of lifters.
Yeah.
And it's not like we're a lot behind. We're probably talking about 15 minutes, give or take, 20 minutes, give or take.
Jake Rowell, the meet organizer, is no rookie. This is the 5th year of this meet.
He holds 2 meets a year, he told us. And he's been involved in weightlifting for many years. He's been very influenced by Coach Chris Wilkes of the Wilkes weightlifting team, father of Kane the Dragon and Cord.
Right now we have Megan Wood going for her first snatch attempt. She's opening at 75 kilos.
Megan's from the RVA Weightlifting Club, speaking of Jake Rowell.
Oh, just gets shot out from under it. Didn't look too heavy for her, though. I'm sure she's going to make that again. Jake Rowell, in addition to being the mastermind behind this meet, is also the owner of RVA CrossFit, which hosts RVA Weightlifting. So Jake is running the meet, he's organized the meet, and he's also coaching over a dozen lifters during the meet. So he is a busy guy right
He's
now.
Probably teaching at 5 a.m., the 5 a.m. class tomorrow morning.
He's actually teaching a CrossFit class right now. Thank you all for your comments. Thank you to Frank Borowski, Alex Richardson, Jackie Bigger, Bodhi Centavi, Allison Clark. I'm bad at last names. Christine McQueen, Chris McGee. Thank you for all of your comments and your questions. We want more of them.
Thank you, Jackie Bigger. Thank you, Travis Mash.
Travis Mash was on the thread.
He was making some comments.
Travis, if you're still on the thread and you have some questions or insights, let us know.
This is a guy who is just in Georgia. He's on his way to Guatemala in a few weeks.
Georgia Republic
of.
Just to remind people, he was head coach of the USA junior team.
Yeah. He was there taking video and coaching when CJ Cummings set his youth world records.
That's a big deal. That's a big deal. Megan Wood up at 75 kilos, second attempt.
We're gonna make an adjustment.
That's a much better lift for Megan. Good work, Megan.
A lot of people forget or may not know this. Travis Mash was a world champion powerlifter.
He was.
He trained in weightlifting at the Olympic Training Center back in the 90s. Him and Shane Hammond were training partners for a while.
That would have been, I hope they shared a platform. That would have been a duo I would have loved to have seen.
I can only imagine they squatted together. I can only imagine how that squatting sessions with Shane Hammond would have went.
Speaking of bar bend.
Yes.
Shane Hammond, 1,000-pound squatter in his powerlifting days.
Travis may have had him beat. Well, Travis isn't as big. I mean, he's big. It's not. I want to think he's not as big as Shane.
I don't think he's as big as Shane.
No.
Travis, by the way, is still lifting some big weight if you watch him.
I saw 200-kilo front squats in Georgia. They were made his way to Instagram.
Travis last year at some point did a 700-pound hook grip deadlift, which is impressive for anyone.
Yes.
Let alone a master's lifter who's got a busy company and a family, a second kid on the way.
Third kid on the way.
Third kid on the way. Oh man, I'm one behind. Sorry, Travis.
That's all right. Teresa Keel now opening at time 77 kilos. Teresa is representing the Barbell Syndicate, coached by our friend Phil Sabatini. She's one of his 30 athletes, give or take, he brought this weekend.
That's not really an exaggeration. He's got a lot here.
He was here yesterday, 5:30 a.m., and he's not leaving anytime soon.
Okay, that'll be a good lift.
That's a good attempt. She was on the board. So since we have all these people commenting online, there's a little weightlifting meet in about 3 weeks coming up. It's called the Olympic Games, Dave. You may have heard of it.
You know, I've heard rumor.
You heard rumors of something for Americans. And now, people at home, who are you excited in watching? Dave and I have been sharing our thoughts all weekend on who we're excited to see. Are you excited to see Kendrick lift in his third Olympics? Mm-hmm. To see Sarah Robles lift in her second Olympics? See Morgan King in her first, Jenny Arthur in her first. Are there any Canadian athletes you may be interested in? Any Mexican lifters or European lifters, Asian lifters, Australian lifters? Let us know. We got Megan Wood coming up. Actually, we got about a minute.
Travis Elliott is now commenting on the thread. Travis is a friend of Barbend, someone I've chatted with online a little bit back and forth. I know he's an avid Barbend reader and is a great friend of the brand and of the site. Travis, great to hear from you. Excited to have you on the thread and commenting.
All right, well, we got the third time now. Megan Wood at 78 kilos. She missed her opener, came back and smoked it on her second. Now third attempt. What a lot of fronts. So Olivia Stankiewicz Jenny Arthur. She's looking forward to seeing Jenny Arthur, and so am I.
Oh, yeah.
We had a bar bend interview with Jenny Arthur a few months ago.
Yeah, we sure did. So Travis Elliott, who, thank you for joining the stream. Jacob Wyatt, who we saw lift yesterday,
the rabbit,
is commenting.
Thanks, Rabbit.
Jacob, the Wabbit Wyatt. It actually, Jacob, I have to admit, I didn't understand your nickname. I didn't get that until late last night, and I felt pretty slow, I have to admit. But it was awesome seeing you lift, awesome meeting you in person. Thank you. Buddy Garza, now commenting on the stream. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for tuning in, buddy. Clay Farnsley. Excited to see Kendrick and Jenny at the Olympics. Travis Elliott is MASH Mafia, as Travis MASH is responding to us. He sure is. Now we have Tori Brady finally up. I know the MASH Mafia and that North Carolina crowd really excited to see Tori Brady lift here.
She is 23 years old. Again, like you said, from the MASH Mafia, opening attempt, 80 kilos. Oh, that looks good.
That was a good looking lift, Mike.
All I can say about that is I can tell she's surrounded by some good athletes and some good coaches over at the Mafia compounds.
She's dialed in right now. I'm excited to see what total she ends up with.
That was a good opener. I have to imagine she's the last lifter of the session, so we have to be at the end of the snatches as well.
Mm-hmm. Colin Worm, he summed it up well.
Darn right.
She smoked it. She smoked it.
So Sarah McGeorge has already snatched in this portion of the competition, but she still has clean and jerks to go.
So stay tuned.
So we are going to take about a 5-minute break after the snatches end. Snatches will probably end in about 5 minutes.
We take a 5-minute break. This stream will end. It will continue streaming on YouTube, and then we'll start a new stream on Facebook for the clean and jerks for this session.
Yes.
So go to the Barbend Facebook page. Make sure you like the page. And we'll start up a new stream about 5 minutes after these snatches to catch every clean and jerk.
Yes.
Amy Hunley, you know what? She says thank you. You're welcome. Mike, that looked even better than Teresa's first attempt.
I agree with you. I think she had some jitters, got rid of them on the first attempt.
So I want to ask the MASH folks tuning in right now. Tori Brady, we just saw her smoke 80 kilograms. What's her PR in training? Let us know. What have you seen her do, and what do you think she's capable of? Because that looked like a great lift to me.
Let us know the clean and jerk also while you're at it. What has she done in training? So right now Tori Brady's going 82 kilos. And the way 80 looked, I can't imagine 82 is going to be her final attempt.
No, I don't think so. Jackie Bigger says 92. She has seen Tori hit 92.
Assuming that's in the snatch. Oh, and 115.
Want to remind everyone that this is brought to you by Barbend. Barbend is a website that started up in late March of this year. It's based out of Brooklyn, New York, and if you like what you're seeing on this live stream, we think you'll also like what you read on Barbend. Go to barbend.com, get info, analysis, news, training tips, opinion, commentary, maybe even a little humor about weightlifting, powerlifting, strongman, fitness, you name it. We are interested in all things strength sport. We have fantastic contributors, one of whom is Mike Graber, writing about Olympic weightlifting in depth. I
specialize in weightlifting.
But Barbend, we have over 30 contributors writing on a variety of strength sports.
Things. We're writing about coaching little kids, coaching adults, coaching weightlifting and strongman, for example.
Yeah.
Talking about nutrition, different recipes. There's a baker who writes, or there's a writer who also bakes and writes probably at the same time.
Tori Brady going for 85 kilos here. I bet she gets this. Oh, misses it behind, but we know she's capable of it.
Great pull. She's strong enough to do this.
Some other names who write on weightlifting for Barbend: Yasha Khan, Mike
McCool, world team member Mike McCool, national champion Sam Paith from Alabama.
David Miller out of California.
Yes.
David Tao occasionally.
Dave Tao,
but none of the hard stuff.
None of the hard stuff. Man, it's mainly fluff pieces. Feel good pieces.
I write a lot of I write about Travis Elliott missing this.
Cats saved from trees.
The real feel-good stuff. That's
Yes.
that's what David Tao writes. Okay, Teresa going for her third lift. This is go 3 for 3 in the snatch. 85 kilos. Is a good bit of weight on the bar. If she can hold it. Oh,
Tight,
wow.
tight.
What a save.
Good lift.
What a save for Teresa. Some barbell gymnastics there, but she makes it work. Good job.
That's national level lifting right there.
Travis Elliott says, fight like hell. She sure did, Travis.
Darn right.
And Alex Richardson says, the lifting today has been amazing.
I agree. That's why we're here. For the lifting, for the good lifting.
Folks, we hope you're enjoying the stream. We hope you enjoy the articles on barbend.com. Pretty new website, but I have some special access to the back end. I've seen the numbers, and Barbend is already one of the most trafficked and read sites in strength sports.
Congratulations, Dave.
Which is pretty cool. Well, congrats, Mike, because I think that you've got a lot of loyal readers now who are learning a lot about weightlifting.
There's probably a lot of people who read the stuff I write because they don't like the stuff
They
I
get
write.
angry about it,
We
huh?
got the haters out there too. There's some haters.
The haters.
The haters are gonna hate. That's what Taylor Swift told me.
She told you that? Really?
She told me in a song I heard on the radio. I assumed it was directed at me.
Why would you assume otherwise?
Exactly. It's all about me. But right now it's all about Tori Brady. Third attempt, 86 kilos.
Going up a kilo?
She's strong enough to do it.
Oh, definitely.
Got to put that weight in place.
Oh, misses it behind again. A little too much pull there. Maybe loop the barbell a little bit. But the good news is we have a side view of that we're going to send to Tori in the coming weeks. So she's going to be able to dial it in with her coach, Travis Mash, make some technique adjustments so that she hits that in her next competition, maybe more.
Definitely.
Travis Elliott asking, guys, is Dawn there?
Don is in the back room handling business.
Don and I were talking about cats earlier. Don has 2 cats at home.
Yes.
Guys, that was everyone. Thank you for tuning in. That was the snatch portion of this session. We're going to pop off, take a 5-minute break, and we will be back on in about 5 to 10 minutes with the Clean and Jerks. Also be on YouTube with the Clean and Jerks. Stay tuned.
Don't go anywhere.
Thanks, folks.